Today, we go and visit one of the most exciting teams in Spanish football at the moment. Is it exciting for the way that they play? Yes. Is it exciting because this is their first season back in the top flight after a 2-year hiatus? Yes. And is it also surprising and exciting in the way this season started? It is indeed. So, let's get on with travelling down to the south of Spain, where we will reveal the team shortly. Right, now that most of the travel's out the way, we have arrived in our destination of Alicante. I can reveal now, we are going to go watch the mighty Elche play in La Liga. First time for me. I've only ever seen them play live in the Segunda División. So this is a very exciting moment for me, personally, because it's not every day you get to be able to see a team that you're very fond of play in top division football. And as a man that's been on this planet for 20 years now, it's only been in the top flight maybe 3 or 4 of those years, and was never able to go. So, being grateful this year abroad opportunity, I am planning to get as many Elche games in as possible. And you guys will be joining me on the way. We are playing Athletic Bilbao this weekend at the Estadio Martínez Valero, which is very exciting. And we'll get into nitty gritty of everything in just a second. But yes, we are here. The harbour is looking lovely. And I can't stress enough how excited I am for the match. Not only will we get to see the mighty Elche play in the first division, but we'll also be able to see the likes of Nico Williams and Inaki Williams live. It's not the first time I've seen Bilbao play, of course. I have been to watch them play Real Madrid at the Bernabeu many a moon ago. If I've got a photo, I'll insert it here. But yes, wasn't the best of games. Real Madrid did win, but wasn't very high scoring. So, whilst I go and try and find a bar in the meantime, let's cut to me in the future, who is going to be delivering all the facts that we need for today's game. Up the Elche. All right then. Just a little bit of admin. I was saying today earlier, but the match is in fact tomorrow. So, there's more to look forward to. But hey, we'll get rid of that quickly and let's get on to the nitty gritty, the facts and the stats of this season of the club. Now, Elche Football Club are arguably a very historic club in Spanish football for many different reasons, mainly more negative, but that doesn't matter. The club was founded over 100 years ago, and they made their La Liga debut in 1959, in which they finished a very respectable 10th place, something I'd be incredibly happy with if that happened this season, because that means another year in the top flight. Can't complain. Now, another great part of the club's history was the fact that we finished as runners-up in the Copa del Rey in the 1969 season. God, what I'd give for a good cup run. We did have one last year, but unfortunately we lost 4-0 to Atletico Madrid in the round of 16. So, you win some, you lose some. Now, the current ground that Elche is situated in, the Estadio Martínez Valero, was opened in 1976 and even hosted some World Cup matches during the 1982 World Cup. And the Spanish team even played there last weekend against Georgia in a 3-0 win, I believe. Was trying to attend that game, but unfortunately due to flooding and storms, I felt it safe not to go, which is a bit of a mistake now because the game went ahead and I definitely didn't think it was cancelled or postponed. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Unfortunately, with Elche, when there are high points, there are extremely low points.
And God, in the 103 years the club's been around, there have been some really, really, really low points. I'll tell you that for free. So, what is this low point, I hear you ask? Well, they were, in fact, the first and only club in the history of La Liga to be relegated due to unpaid tax debts in the 2014-15 season, even after finishing a very respectable 13th place. But yes, they were inevitably relegated down to the second tier of Spanish football, and then even got relegated down to the third tier during the 2017-18 season, where if any of you out there who enjoy Spanish football, you'll know the third tier is extremely hard to get out of and is usually the death of a football club, especially a club like Elche. Now, luckily, we regained promotion that season through the playoffs though, so we didn't make it easy for ourselves. And then hey, since then, it took Elche till 2020 to regain promotion back to La Liga, where we'd stay for another 3 years. Incredible 3 years of just football. Yeah, incredible. And then we got relegated again and spent another 2 seasons down in the second division, which we did just get promoted from in second place last season, bringing Elche back to where they should be in the pinnacle of Spanish football. We can't complain about that, can we? Now, this season, it's fair to say Elche are punching very far above their weight. Currently sitting on 13 points after 3 games. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but with a club like Elche, that is almost as many points as we got the last time we were in the Liga over the entire year. And funnily enough, we're playing Bilbao tomorrow. Bilbao are just below us in the league on goal difference, so we're all levelled on points, which is making that tomorrow's game even more interesting. And I can't wait. It's going to be a proper tussle down at the Martinez Valero tomorrow. Now, under Sarabia, the current coach of Elche, it's fair to say we've played a very possession-based style of football with an average possession of 57% in the games that we've played this season, which is massive for a newly promoted team, as it just shows that, hey, we could be here to stay. You never know. We could be here to stay. We're controlling games. We're not going into games thinking we'll lose. We want to get a result, and that's what we've seen this season with 3 wins, 4 draws, and unfortunately 1 loss, which came in the last match week against Deportivo Alaves. That was a bleak game to watch. It just didn't feel like anything was clicking for the club. But hey, you win and you learn. The streak can't last forever. And hey, it's better to lose early than to lose late and everything to go on downhill from there, which isn't the end of the world. And our form so far this season has even seen Edu Sarabia win the Manager of the Month award for September in La Liga, beating Xabi Alonso and Hansi Flick to the awards. Now that, I think, is incredible. The fact that he got it during the unbeaten month, also beating the likes of Hansi Flick for Barcelona, who also is currently undefeated as far as I'm aware, and Xabi Alonso, who has been managing Real Madrid incredibly in his first season in charge. Now, enough of the fun history side. Here, I believe, are some players that we need to watch, not only in tomorrow's game, but for the rest of the season. And hey, I'm only going to give 2, and then I'll give another 2 in the next video, and another 2 in the video after that, as far as I've got enough money to carry on these away and home days. Hey, so the first player I want to talk about today is Andre Silva. Now, I know it's a bit of a blast from the past, Andre Silva. Hey, he's not old, but he's not young. He's in that sweet spot of a striker where, hey, historically he hasn't been the best. And he has been seen as a flop in footballing terms, unfortunately, over recent years, because of just underperforming. He hasn't been scoring enough goals at the clubs he's played for, and he hasn't really been consistent over a span of a season, 2 seasons. Hey, look, he's a top-tier striker. He has played for the likes of Porto, AC Milan, and RB Leipzig. He was a bit of a flop at some of the clubs, but hey, I'm not here to complain. We've got a striker that's banging them in now for us, and he's banging them in for fun at Elche. He currently sits as the 5th top goal scorer in the league, alongside the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Ferran Torres, and Borja Iglesias. Hey, That's incredible. Because when he came in, I was excited, but I thought, have Elche offered big money to a player that could possibly flop? Because we don't know. We needed a reliable striker. We needed a striker we know could score goals. And for me, I thought Andre Silva was a bit of a dodgy one there for the club. But hey, he's proven me wrong. And I now love him again. He's incredible. One of the best strikers in the league currently. Now, for my second choice of player is one that I've loved for the last couple of seasons. And it has to be the main man in midfield for us this season. And hopefully will be for the foreseeable future. And hopefully a club like Real Madrid or Barcelona don't come sniffing along and take him from us too soon. And that is, in fact, 20-year-old central midfielder Rodrigo Mendoza. Now, there aren't enough words that I can say for this man that unfortunately will just make the video drag on a bit more. And hey, we're all here for the football. We want to see the football in a minute, which we will get onto. But just a little bit about the player. He did come up through the youth systems at Elche, proving that we can make quality talent. We don't just need to buy him. We don't need to loan him in for a season. We're starting to build a youth academy, which will help set us up more and more for the future, with a lot more young players coming through who are now seeing first team minutes in La Liga, who I'm just really excited for throughout this season coming, and hopefully next year if we stay up. But hey, a lot of them developed last year in the Segunda División, and now they are showing what they actually are capable of on the top stage of Spanish football. Now look, let's go back to Rodrigo Mendoza. He's looking like he can be one of the best midfielders in the world in the next 5 years, in my opinion. And that's my bias, and I won't take that back, because he is just so good on the ball. Now, he's been playing in the Elche team, yes, but he's also been making starts for the Spain under-21s team recently. And hey, he's played well. He hasn't had any standout performances. He hasn't been man of the match in any of them, but he's played well, proving that I reckon, give it maybe after the World Cup, we could see the kid in the Spanish selection soon. We don't know. He has trained with the first team though recently, so that's the main one. He's trained with the men's Spanish team. So hey, it's just proving that he can be a real talent. And hey, if he carries on getting consistent minutes this season, he is going to light up this league and the pitch, and he'll probably be the best player at the club. But hey, that's all I'm going to say, because I've probably waffled too much already on this side. Let's get forward to match day tomorrow. And hey, let's crack open a beer and hope for an Elche win tomorrow. Come on the Elche!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed match day here in Elche for week 9 of the La Liga season against Athletic Bilbao. Now, being nervous is an understatement. But hey, what else can we do apart from hope that we get a good result against Bilbao? Which, hey, like I said earlier, we're above them in the table. Might just be on goal difference, but that doesn't mean anything too shabby. So, what more else can we have? Then, lucky Elche shirt on, 100-year anniversary, and just hope for a result. I will see you guys at the stadium. We have touchdown, ladies and gentlemen, in the stadium. It's bloody loud. I don't think I'll be able to do proper voiceovers, so we might have to cut to me in the edit speaking over all of this. But God, how amazing it is to see a packed out stadium for the first time ever in my lifetime. In person, obviously. I can't believe it. Up the Elche, come on!
Y la esperanza, porque en esta lucha nadie está solo. El número 20, Álvaro.
Roja. Penalty!
Eso es roja.
Es una roja. ¿Qué? ¿De qué? ¿Qué? What? Sorry? What? That's a red card and a pen ref. Oh, the game's gone. The game's gone. What? Right. Half-time thoughts. The game's gone. Game's gone. I insert the Drogba clip right here.
And they're trying to stop Drogba getting himself into further trouble.
So many things have just gone against the team today. God, we've dominated. More shots, more possession. It's been all Elche first half. But we're just not being given anything. Everything's going against us no matter what. Hopefully you saw the VAR call and I managed to include the foul and the handball and the foul, and somehow we got booked where it should have been a red card and walkies. Yes, the second half has gone against us. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, then thank goodness, because it's been a disgrace. The officiating today's been shocking. It's been absolutely woeful. We had a VAR call, we should have gone our way, and I know that's all biased because being a supporter, but come on, it's ridiculous. You can't handball the ball outside the box and then carry on like plays nothing happened. And then another foul happens, which should have been a yellow or red. And then we end up being the team that getting booked for protesting for it to go to VAR, which it did. And then we got hard done by. And it's just everything just seems to be going Athletic Bilbao's way, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But all in all, in terms of the team's performance for Elche in the first half, it's been absolutely superb. Couldn't hope for anything better. We've had the most possession, had the most shots on targets, had the most shots. We have been incredible no matter what. So hopefully we can bring this home in the second. Come on the Elche. Immediate post-match thoughts. We were the better team. We were so bloody good today. It's unbelievable. It's one of the best Elche performances I've seen of the year. It's just a shame we couldn't get that goal. But the refereeing was a bit dodgy at times, but hey, not the end of the world. We leave with a point, which is better than nothing. Come on, let's head back home for the actual post-match analysis. Come on the Elche.
Well, we're back now, and honestly, quickly, what a day. What a great day. Finally being able to see Elche play live in La Liga with the stadium fully packed. Because last time I was there, we're playing Villarreal B in the Segunda División. And honestly, I think there was maybe 12,000 people there at the match. Whereas today, we had just over 29,000. And it was incredible. The stadium was rocking the whole time. It never once felt like a dull atmosphere. Honestly, will go down as one of the best football games I've ever attended. It was just incredible. Now, on to earlier, talking about the facts that refereeing was dodgy, everything went against us. Obviously, a lot of that was said in the heat of the moment. I'm being, unfortunately, incredibly passionate about the club. Hey, it's just your opinions in those moments, but having a couple of hours now just to reflect on it, watch some of the other football on today, watch Liverpool United game, and as a Liverpool fan, as you saw wearing the shirt earlier, back home, that was a bleak one to watch. Then watch the Real Madrid game against Getafe. Felt the refereeing was at a similar standard, felt that the refereeing was maybe a little bit better. There was a lot more consistency in his decisions. And then a bit of the Formula 1 as well. So can't complain. But anyway, that doesn't matter because it's not about Elche. So what's the point of even saying it? But no, I think just be able to have that time to sit down, reflect, calm down about everything, and just actually take the whole experience in as a whole. Hey, it was a good day. We drew to Athletic Bilbao, which, hey, it's better than what I thought would happen. I was thinking, it's Bilbao. It's most likely going to be a loss, especially for a club like Elche. And I know it's not the best thing to be going into games thinking that you're going to lose, but as a newly promoted team playing a European side, essentially, a European level team in Spain, you're not going into those games fully 100% expecting that you're going to walk away with points. And today, I think it was a real shame for Elche because the way the team played was just absolutely incredible. I was blown away with the performance that I saw today on that pitch. We controlled the possession. I think it was around 67% possession roughly, which, hey, to be able to dominate a game for 90 minutes against a side like Athletic Club is just incredible. And it just shows if we carry on playing like this for the rest of the season, who knows, maybe even a top half finish could be possible. I'm really happy if we get 10th. But after today's performance and also the performances we've had in the league compared to higher clubs like Sevilla, like Real Betis, like Atletico Madrid, like Celta Vigo, and getting results, getting points away, getting wins against those types of clubs, it's putting me in really high hopes that, hey, we could be challenging possibly for a European spot, which I know is silly to say and won't expect it at all. But the way that we've started these first 9 games of the season is just incredible. It's more than I could have ever dreamt of. It's more than I would have ever asked for. But yes, we beat them on XG. Not that matters because, hey, XG doesn't matter in a football match. It matters about who actually scores. It doesn't matter about the percentage of goals. But we had an over 1%, 1 XG. I think Bilbao maybe had a 0.2. But hey, it's not the end of the world. Overall, I think, the team just played superbly and I couldn't have hoped for a better result. Obviously, a win would have been lovely. And the way that we played, if we had an extra 10 minutes, I think that goal was coming. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you as much of the footage as I recorded during the match. But that is due to La Liga laws. And I don't really want the first video I'm uploading of this travelling Spain, watching sports to be copyrighted or have any strikes on the channel. So you win some, you lose some, but hopefully the clips I have included won't get me into trouble. And well, I think they all fall under fair play, so it's not the end of the world. But no, it was just an incredible afternoon, an incredible atmosphere. The club really showed up today, and I just couldn't wish for any more. Hopefully this won't be the end. We'll definitely be having a lot more Elche games in the new year. That's a definite. I'm going to try my hardest to get to a lot of the games that are hopefully happening from between now to Christmas. But there are a lot of them are away games, and it's just going to cost a lot of money. So I'm going to have to pick and choose up until then. But hey, what a day. I just can't get over the fact that I've seen Elche play in the first tier of Spanish football, in the top tier. It's a sporting dream come true, unfortunately, that there isn't a club I would have rather have seen or supported in Spain. And hey, with a whole family that supports Real Madrid over here, I think I made the correct choice because just the season is, you never know what's going to happen. Whereas with Real Madrid or any other top side, you sort of expect to finish in the top 4. Whereas Elche, every game matters. It's performances from the team, on their hearts are on the line every single game. And yeah, it was incredible. But anyway, enough of this dribble. I'm waffling a bit. Just what a day, what a match. And bring on the rest of the season. Come on, the Elche!